I think we're ready to rock. Good evening, everyone. I got some good news and bad news. Oh, you're gonna. Sorry, I did that again. Remember, we're up north, and you. Sorry.
You have to.
I'm too chatty. There you go. Sorry, Paul. On you go.
Let's try that again. Hello and welcome to the Neckwrecker! Woo! That's how you do it, mate. That's how you do it. This is our first one back in the Tams in 8 months. Can you believe that? It's been a while. Before we get going properly, I've got a couple of things to run you through. Whether you're watching this online or you've joined us here tonight, it is free. However, we would dearly like your support if you felt so generous as to put something into our donation link, where you see the QR codes on the screens, if you're watching at home, especially on the screen, or my fancy flashing bucket. If you want to go old school, maybe chuck in 1 pence, 2 pence, something like that. You might also have noticed, there's a little sheet there. We are giving away 2 tickets to Volcano X showcase. All you have to do is put your name down on the list, and we'll pick a winner at random by the end of the night. Bands, you can do this as well, unless, of course, you're playing. But, I mean, you can still do it if you're playing. You just have to give it away to somebody else. Anyway, you might have noticed that, unfortunately, Ramage Inc couldn't be with us tonight. So, very, very appreciative to this band for coming down and filling in all the way from Forres in the north of Scotland.
You're welcome.
That's an effort, right? So please, welcome to the stage. I will take you hunting!
Thank you, Paul. Thank you, everyone.
Alrighty!
Yeah, Paul just got in touch last night that a band could make it, unfortunately, so it was so nice that we could fill it in. We had a nice drive down. Steve made a nice picnic. It was lovely.
Never
Aggie and
stopped
Badges, I had water in the door of the car, sparkling water. It was a treat, actually. He treats me better than he treats his wife, and it ain't even kidding. We had onion badges, pakora, a chicken fucking sandwich, water. Was there fruit?
There was. Get on with
It was
it.
nice, okay. I'm going to put my earplugs. But I came down and my amp broke, so I'm a bit sad about that.
Shut the fuck up and play.
And he also
Are you
talks
ready?
to me whilst he talks to his wife.
Are you ready? I'm so sick of
Well, that went well.
That's about our love of the Tories.
That's what happens when we're driving these for 2 hours. Real fucking frustration.
Caged for this fucker. How are you doing tonight? Thank you. It's good, good. Looking forward to this so much. Met some really nice people tonight as well. Thank you for having us.
Thanks, Paul, for asking us. We have met some really fucking great people.
What's next up?
It's called Don't Go to Bed Mad, Stay Up and Fight All
it's a
Night.
tune.
Good advice. This is also marriage guidance counselling. Everyone, don't go to bed mad, stay up and fight all night. You'll regret
From
it in the morning.
experience.
And then in the morning you have great fucking sex.
Great fucking sex.
Angry sex.
Normally with yourself though, isn't it? Yeah.
Turn up the backing track.
Why not? We fucked up there. I don't know what happened. Sorry about that. Isn't it great being human, eh?
Thank you.
Right, what's the next one, David? Right, this song is about positivity. If you like that kind of shit. Don't give up on your dreams. This is called These
Blah,
Clouds.
blah, blah.
Cunt.
Do you know what risk you're taking? Get a little change. Do you know the risk you're taking? Make it love that way. Do you know what the neighbors thinking? Do you like their views? was homeless every day. Can you see a silver lining? Rip on open day. Johnny's got a problem. He don't see the world like you. Johnny's got an itch. He can't track. Gonna be a bitch. Everybody's got a story. Everybody's got a story. Everybody would like to be happy for one day. Everybody's got a story. Everybody's got a story. Everybody would like to be happy for one day. Johnny likes ice cream, but there's too much to do. Johnny's got feeling, but his heart is so blue. Come and take a risk. Come and take a risk. Come and take a risk. Johnny, come and take a risk. Come and take a risk. Johnny, come and take a risk. Come and take a risk. Everybody's got a story. Change the story. Got a story. Change the story. Ready, steady, go! These clouds above you will let homeless every day. Silver linings ripple moving day. These clouds above you. These clouds above you. These clouds above you. Ripple moving day. Johnny sees the light now. Silver, copper, and blue. Johnny's got time now. He's gonna groove.
Thank you.
Thank you. So, originally we had a drummer and a bass player, but we had to murder them. And it's easier, isn't it? Let's be honest. Drummers, bass players, sorry guys. Funnily enough, he is a drummer.
How you feeling, Steve? You all right?
I feel pretty hyped. Good. I'm pretty hyped. What's next?
Well, Steve, this next song is called, this one is called Odds. And Steve, what's this one about?
Odds.
Blah, 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 blah.
It's about you, because you're fucking odd. Please feel free to sing along. Or not. Act against you high. Take a chance, do or die. Johnny John, parents scream. Do it for you, not for me. Your heart is pounding, mouth was dry. Against all odds, you've got to try. Oh! Until the bell is teach you loud, that's some trick. Stick to mask, don't be a prick. His heart was pounding, mouth was dry. Against the odds he had to try. Odds, not great odds. She fell asleep on a bathroom floor. DJ records that she bought. That she woke in a pool of tears. My man that had sold her gear. No more music in that hair. Put those fucking records in the sand. Oh!
I'm asleep.
Well, that's quite nice on the balls, that. Oh, sub-frequencies. Oh. Right, are you all right? You're maybe half left. What shit are we playing now, David?
This is a happy song.
A little shiver.
Little shiver running up and down my spine. Little shiver. I found a heart, I found the music. I wrote the words to tell the truth here. Little shiver running up and down my spine. Fine days are always grateful. Dark days are more faithful. I know I understand your apathy for life. I know it makes you sad to feel a parasite. Crawl out of your bed, lying there so dead. Crawl out of your bed alone. Little shiver, you need to find a way. Little shiver. Little shiver, find a fucking way right now. Little shiver. 5 days before the weekend. Some days can be a dead end. I know I understand your apathy for life. I know it makes you sad to feel a parasite. Crawl out of your bed, lying there so dead. Crawl out of your bed alone. So sweet light, shadows can be bright. So sweet light, shadows can be bright. Little shiver running up and down my spine. Little shiver. Little shiver running up and down my spine. Little shiver. Little shiver running up and down my spine. Little shiver. Little shiver running up and down my spine. Little shiver.
Okay. Well, this is the first time I ever played Perth. Nice to meet you all.
Ah, it's so nice to come down to Perth. What a lovely big town, little city. What is it? Like Inverness, no one knows. But it's really nice to be down. And now I've got 2 hours back in the car with him. But I can sleep, he's driving.
That's what he thinks. Do you want another one?
Yeah, postcard.
You're not getting a choice. Oh, fuck it. This is about love, memories, postcards. Do you remember them postcards?
Kiss me quick and squeeze me slow. I'll meet you at the disco. Postcards and Polaroids, that's all that's left. Awkward and innocent, our hearts bereft. When it's over and it's time to go, holiday romance, you're in a trance. Pull back the curtains now, open up your eyes. Truth there beside you now. You're in a holiday. Stay quick! Our skies are on the right. Thin silence left. Awkward and innocent. Our hearts were round. Kiss me quick and switch me slow. Kiss me quick and switch me slow. Yeah. Thank you.
Ban him from jumping over there. He'll hurt himself.
Oh, is there a medic? So next up tonight,
That's what Ritalin does to you. I swear to
first
God.
gentleman on next, people.
It's meant to focus you when you get ADHD, but it doesn't with him. He just goes mental.
Having a calm night, just a calm night, David.
Does anyone here take Ritalin? Would anyone like some Ritalin? Meet us in the car park. I'll pay for our fuel.
Okie dokie. We better not jibber jabber too long.
How long have we got left? Another song, or is that half an hour? I got no idea. Why don't we do a song called Coma?
Yeah, baby.
We'll do Coma, and then we'll wrap it up there. And this song is about, what's this one about, Steve?
This is one about all those fucking billionaires that keep wasting money on going into space when they could spend it on Mother Earth. Fix us all.
What's wrong with that? If you got the money.
Yeah, I would. You're a billionaire, don't you? This is called Coma. Oh yeah.
Carry yourself with the confidence of a mediocre white man. Patriarchs and empty hearts, and it's all going to plan. I can't believe that you're just gonna sit there alone in a coma, asleep in your armchair. Carry yourself with the confidence of a silverback billionaire. He got votes, he got media, and the toys you want right there. I can't believe that you're just gonna sit there alone in a coma, asleep in your armchair. You got everything that you want. You got everything that you need. You got the facts, so you're told. Just do as you are told. Slip by that vice as you squeeze between the lines. The world is tough, the world is mean, but there's sure enough for you and me. Everything is wonderful. Everything is fucking up. Everything is wonderful. Everything is so nice. Everything is wonderful. Everything is. I can't believe that you're just gonna sit there alone in a coma, asleep in your armchair. I can't believe that you're just gonna sit there alone in a rocket, hands in your pocket. Everything is wonderful. Is it? Everything is. Everything is wonderful. Everything is wonderful.
There's that fucking drummer. Thank you. We are I Will Take You Hunting. Good night.
Yeah, that was fun. Thank you. God bless you all.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Neckwrecker. Yes, it's been 8 long months, but here we are back live on premises in the Twa Tams and streaming straight to your screens. If you're liking what you're hearing, please do feel free to drop something in the donation box via the link that's circulating. It'll go a long way to help us keeping live rock and metal live and rocking. One of the things that we do with Neckwrecker is we try and get you more familiar with the bands who are playing by means of short interviews in between the sets. So, without further ado, I have here our first band of the evening, the First Gentleman. Hi guys, how we doing?
Hey, I'm Ross. I play guitar and I'm the lead vocalist in the band.
I'm Sam and I'm the drummer in the band.
And hi, I'm Smithy and I play bass in the band.
Fantastic. Thanks, guys. Now, one of the questions I wanted to ask first up was, where are you based?
We're based in Glasgow, mainly. Sam lives a little bit further out, not too far though, but mainly Glasgow.
And is that where you are most used to playing live?
Yeah, within reason. I grew up in Aberdeen up north, so I from like 13 to about 18, I played a lot of shows around about there. But as the First Gentleman, yeah, mainly Glasgow.
Now, it's interesting you say as the First Gentleman, because I believe up until fairly recently you were called Sloan and the First Gentleman. You mentioned to me before that there was an actual decision behind making the change to the name. Could you go into that at all?
Yeah, so the band sort of started as a uni project. That was sort of how it came about. I was doing a master's in music, and the final project was to write and record an album. So I came up with this band, Sloan and the First Gentleman, and kind of wrote the first album, Axiom, which is on Spotify at the moment. And I kind of most of the work in there was me. I'd gotten Smithy involved to play bass and gave input on like about 20% of what's on there, and he recorded all the bass for it. And then once we got Sam involved after the album had actually been finished and we were planning on doing like music videos and releasing the music and stuff, it took a completely different, like a complete life of its own at that point. And we just kind of decided that it wasn't me and them, it was all of us. And the name had to change. The other side of it as well was we kept having incidents with venues where they kept getting the name wrong because it was so long. So we were just like, right, let's shorten it. It works out. It kind of represents us a bit better and it makes things a bit easier for everyone to understand.
That's awesome, man. So Sam, you came in later then, yeah?
Yeah, I did. About January 2021 was when I came.
And what was it like for you sort of stepping into that environment? Did you find it easy to get in and find your own voice within the sound?
Yeah, well, the guys, Ross and Smithy, made clear from the start it was very much a collaborative thing that they had going. And yeah, from the start, we started writing quite soon after I joined the band, and it was all very three-way. So yeah, it was easy for me to come into it, and the chemistry was there as well. So yeah, it worked well.
It's really good that you were able to just aim for that and hit it running. So the result is quite a varied sound, actually. You run the gamut from fairly quite ballady stuff to some quite hard hitting things. What would you say is your least metal track, your softest number?
Oh, I'll probably take that one because it started when we had our first jam together, and I was in a function band at the time, and I just learned Watermelon Sugar by Harry Styles. So we've got a track called Banished that's coming out on our second album that sounds a frightening amount like it could be a pop song if it wanted to be. And the best, I'd say we sound very Red Hot Chili Peppers on it. So that's our least metal song that we've got so far, because even the ballads have, like, you know, the big slash guitar solo in it. But this one is just very frusciante, very Pino Palladino. So that's as far away from metal as we got. We played a funk rock song on the new album.
Is that the only song that has that funk element, or is that something that continues throughout the sound of the band?
Generally speaking, you'll get like sprinklings of funk throughout, because naturally that was some of the first music I really enjoyed as a bass player. You'll get that. Sam as well vibes quite nicely with funky bass lines. So you'll hear elements of funk through it, but that's definitely the most distilled iteration of funk in The First Gentleman.
Nice. Now, how about we go all the way in the opposite direction, and you tell us a little bit about what you think is your hardest hitting song?
That's a tough one.
Good.
What do you think, lads? I'd maybe say, what's it called? The instrumental off of Vertices, Fading Regret.
Yeah. There's a couple of contenders, but that one definitely. I mean, it kind of goes on a bit of a journey, that one, because it's an instrumental, so you kind of have to make it a bit more varied in terms of, what the instruments are doing. Yeah. But yeah, that one's pretty heavy. I'm trying to think of any of the other ones on the album, because a lot of them kind of sit in the new album anyway, sit in the sort of prog metal range, but probably on the more accessible side of that. So that's sort of the vibe. But I would say, probably Fading Regret, the instrumental in the new album, is potentially the heaviest one. It's got some kind of gent-esque kind of stuff going on in there.
So Smithy, sorry Sam, on you go.
I'm just saying it's quite Opeth inspired as well. Certainly the end section, which is quite heavy as well.
And that is exactly what I was going to ask, to be honest, was when Smithy was talking about the funk element, there was a lot of mention of artists who could relate the music to. And I was going to see if anybody was willing to step in and do the same thing with the heavier end of the music, like artists that you hear in what you're playing yourself.
Oh, yeah, there's definitely a mix. It's definitely a mix, but certainly we all have varied tastes. So me being more from the progressive side of things, like Opeth, Dream Theater, Porcupine Tree, so that certainly shows in the new album quite a bit. But also bands like Alter Bridge and Metallica and stuff, which is more the inspiration that you hear in Axiom, and quite a bit in the new album as well.
So the new album here, how did you approach that? Was that different then? You were already involved, Sam, were you, before deciding what was getting recorded for the new release?
Yeah, so when I joined the band, nothing had been written for the new album, so it very much just started then, and it shows how it's in some ways it's similar to Axiom, in some ways it's totally different, and it is clear where different inspirations and different musical styles are in that album compared to Axiom.
So for you other two, Ross and Smithy, when you came to writing this new material with Sam on board, did you notice a huge change in the sound, or was your core essence still shining through for you, or did you feel like you were doing something completely new compared to what you did before?
Well, I mean, see, the first album that we did was mostly me in terms of writing, but with like a little bit of Smithy, but because it was a uni project, like it had to kind of be mostly me. But the second we got Sam involved, he just pushed us in directions that we'd never even thought of. Like, just like, I'm a bit like Sam had mentioned Alter Bridge, and like that's like a huge inspiration for me. And like they tend to go a little bit more progressive, but they're still kind of mainstream metal to an extent. Like they have that kind of vibe, and that's sort of where I was sitting in terms of what I was doing. And then the second that Sam joined, it was just like, right, okay, cool, let's actually do some stuff that's unique and interesting, and really pushed us into territory that I never would have gone on my own. And I can say, like, it was immediate. Like, we were still filming. We did 3 music videos for Axiom, and during the second music video was when we kind of started really writing. And Sam was kind of just sitting there in the corner with a guitar, and he wrote the riff to the song that's called Sight, which is going to be one of the singles off of the album. And the second I heard that, I was like, yeah, no, that's the one. We're starting there. That's a really good, really cool thing, like, that's out of the box and not something that I would do. And obviously, because I'm the guitar player, it's cool to play stuff that I haven't written on the guitar, you know, and it really helps. Because then I can take that idea and meld it into the rest of the song, you know, and it was really, really cool. So yeah.
Excellent. I like that style. So you've got the album coming. What's the title again?
The album's called Vertices is what the title's going to be called.
And that's a self-release, yeah?
Yeah.
Due out when? Do you know?
We're planning on November. That's like the preliminary date, but obviously because we're doing it all ourselves, it's you know, things will get done when they get done, but we're hoping for November.
So you have that, but as well as that, have you got other things planned? I noticed you already in the past have done quite a lot of videos. Are you planning a lot of video content for the songs to support the release?
Yeah, we're gonna try and field not maybe the same quantity of actually it might end up being a little bit more, just video content to match up with the video with the music itself. And we did a lot of filming, just the process of all of our practicing and of all of our recordings. So there should be a fair chunk of video content coming out just to show everyone how we took that journey from the first album to the second one. So the answer in short is a big aye to that, Paul.
Excellent. And of course, the other prong of this sort of thing is live. What are your plans for being on stage around the album release now?
Well,
we've got a nice cluster of shows booked for. Oh, sorry, man. We've got a nice cluster of shows booked around about the autumn. We're going to try and hit as many of the big cities in Scotland as we can. Meantime, we're just wanting to get burn as much fuel as we can between now and then, trying to play all sorts of other places. That's why we're coming to Perth. We did Kirkcaldy a little while ago. We're going to be heading as far down as Ayr. I don't know if we're going to make it to Dumfries yet, but we've got we're trying to contact as many places. Anyone that will have us, really. We're not fussy.
So out of all of the shows that you've played together, the 3 of you in this lineup, what's been your favourite one so far?
Ooh, I'll let you two go first.
Possibly the first one. That was quite a big moment because there'd been a lot leading up to that. You know, that our first show was in September, I believe. It was just as the album was releasing, and you know, because we'd been playing together and writing and all that stuff for months then, but because of lockdown and all of that, we hadn't been able to gig at all. So I think because of the anticipation of that gig and everything leading up to it, I think it was great fun, and I think we all played well as well, which is a plus.
Yeah, it was received quite well actually. I was quite happy with that. I was in a band at the same time, and we, like, I don't know, with the second we started playing, the 3 of us in the First Gentleman, I used to get like really bad on stage anxiety of like, oh my god, this is not gonna, like, something's gonna fall apart. And the second we started playing, that immediately just kind of went away at that first gig. So I would have to agree with Sam. That was a good one. That one.
Excellent. Now we're going to ask the nasty question. What was the worst?
Ooh. Well, I'll chuck in. It was the Metal to the Masses gig, because we brought this big in-ear monitoring rig that we had no. Sorry, Paul. I know that's a shot across your bow there, but we brought this massive in-ear monitoring rig, and it was the first time we used it, and we had very little idea of how to set it up as quickly as we could. So we're panicking, plugging these cables all in the wrong way, and there's wires going everywhere. I was done up like Tutankhamun with cables under the feet. I nearly pulled the mic stand over. So technical faults on our side. That was a bit of a nightmare.
But did you still enjoy the show?
Oh, it was
Had a
great. No, it
great
was
time.
great fun.
Excellent.
Especially, Certain Death. They ended up winning the whole thing, and they were fantastic. Particularly, they stood out.
Now, actually, they've just been announced for playing the Jägermeister stage. They were booked for the festival purely off their performance. Catalysis were the ultimate winner for the Masters there. However, straight that experience, you learned something about tech and you had a good night.
Yeah.
How about having another good night? You ready to take this to the stage in Perth?
Yeah, big time.
Excellent, guys. Fantastic talking to you. Let's do this. Oh, hey, we have noise. Welcome back. I will take you hunting. Rather fantastic. Are you ready for another band? Okay, from way out west. Ladies and gentlemen. For the gift of all life. Where is my mind? Never looking in vain, I can't stop here. Stuck inside of a maze and it's so clear. Is there nothing to see like we all fear? Well, the question, the answers I hold dear, searching in vain for a sign. When I cannot see the darkness closing in on me, as I could see that I can't see what dream of forgiveness, I don't understand. This emptiness is all I have left. Darkness closing in on me, as I can see that I say what I gotta be. I see it, the dream of forgiveness, now I understand. The only place to find it is here. Help me, please, find the evidence, help me, please, find the evidence, help me, please, find the evidence, help me, please. Please find the evidence, help me, please find the evidence, help me, please find the evidence, help me, please find the evidence.
illusion upon me. The truth in a lie. These devious acts see no boundaries. I have no faith in what I've seen. And in the darkness, there is a truth. Hold on to purpose, and it'll hold on to you in times of doubt. Only the heart answers what the call is. Now with the ending inside, I shall continue this journey through all the failure I've tackled from the start. I will find the answer beckons evermore. And in the darkness, there is truth. Hold on to purpose, and it'll hold on to you in times of doubt. Only the heart answers what the call is. Now with the ending inside, gentlemen. Fuck me, I'm exhausted already.
We're all very, very hairy and sweaty right now.
Yeah, we're not a ZZ Top cover band, I promise. So yeah, we've got a new song. If anyone was here for the sound check queue, maybe would have caught it. We've got an upcoming album that's going to be releasing at the end of the year. We're currently working on it. I was literally recording backing vocals for it all day yesterday, and our drummer Sam, with his master of harmony, has also been doing it as well. But this next song is off of that upcoming album, and it's called Into the Night. As the clock is ticking, watch as time moves gently forward while you gaze into the night. As the world keeps spinning, can you see that there is nothing on your quest to make it right? How the mighty tend to fall, enlightened by the thoughts of their intent. The world in which you thought your outlook wasn't caught, it was yourself who made the final mess. My heart's still a little bit broken. There's you caught in the moment, searching for answers in the heat of the moment. It's a little bit broken. Now the answers I can't find are faded into the night. is a little bit broken. Now the answers I can't find are fading into the night as the clock is ticking. Watch as time moves gently forward as you fade into the night. Your quest to make it right. Your heart's still a little bit broken. See me, you're caught up in the moment. Searching for answers in the heat of the moment. It's a little bit broken. Now the answers I can't find are faded into the night as the clock is ticking. Can you see that there is nothing on your quest to make it right? Searching for answers in the heat of the moment. It's a little bit broken, will not fade out of me. As the truth jaded me, the answers I found them all screaming into the night. Into the night.
Thank you. Thanks for being so kind to applaud. It's great to be out here. It's our first time in Perth, and yeah, it's been a very warm welcome. What about the first guys, though? What about I Will Take You Hunting? Nice boys, nice guys. Woo! Hell of a stage performance. Hell, I could roll around like that. I'd be in the Royal before the end of the night.
Yeah, I'm dying already.
Yeah, in case you haven't noticed, I'm sweating like Pavarotti in a cake shop up here.
So now we're going to play some heavier stuff. Not heavier, just heavier. And this first song is called You Are the Enemy Again, off the album that we're working on. And yeah, it goes something like this. I take heed in what the people believe. It's time to break these chains that keep me fucking up my mind. Why do I not understand this method to madness? Reach out and grab it, it's easy if you try. I say, I need, I bleed, save me. We take nothing, own nothing. Now you see the enemy. Build something, lose nothing. Here, they say I'm the enemy. Ooh, I can take it. Ooh, can you take it? Feel what you make it out of the black with the sea. I need, I bleed, save me. Take nothing, own nothing. Now you see the enemy. Feel something, lose nothing. Here, then say you are the enemy. the enemy. You are the enemy now. Ow. The enemy. Thank you. So this next song is called Escape. Again, another new one we've been working on. Ow! You ready? Now, can you see what this struggle is doing to me? I don't know. Stay away from me. I need to escape now. Tell me, do you feel right laughing at my own expense? How do you? This time I'll not let down my guard. I need it now. Take me down till there's nothing left at all. Obstruction on the button. I need to let go now. Tell me, do you feel right laughing at my own expense? How do you? This time I'll not let down my guard. Do you think twice evaluate your own intent? Now do you? This time I'll not let down my guard. Open my eyes to my escape. 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 Cameron Smith at the bass, everybody. Tell me, do you feel right laughing at my own expense? Now do you? This time I'll not let down my guard. Do you think twice, contemplate your own intent? Now do you? This time I'll not let down my. So we've got 2 more songs for you all. There's one more that we've been working on off of our upcoming album, and then one from our first album, the first song you heard, and this oh, there's plenty of bass.
Honestly, all I see is smoke. I don't see faces. But I hear the word bass and it fills me with nothing less than, you know, a catatonic joy.
So yeah, we've got this new song coming up that we're working on, and then the last song is from our first album, Axiom, which is on streaming services and so on and so forth. We have music videos and stuff. Before we start, I just want to say a big thank you to Paul from Slowdragon for having us on, and also for the other 2 bands, I'll Take You Hunting and Volcano X. And also, unfortunately, Ramage Inc., who could not show up, which is a shame because we were all bloody keen to see them guys. But yeah, you know, now the thank yous are sort of done, we've got 2 more songs. This next one is called Out of My Mind. Save me from myself, I'm out of my mind. Save me from myself, I'm out of my mind. bad, this bad. All the things I did wrong, I'm hoping to take them back. Cause you left me behind. I'm out of my mind, left me out of time. Sam King on the drums, everybody. It's called The Gift. Am I dying? Or do you understand my tongue? Cast aside incessant walls, all the heroes poised to fall. Is it okay? Am I right or paranoid? Show me outlet to avoid. Cast aside. Put your faith in me. I don't understand. The Empire sinks while you're swimming. All alone, empty shades of green. I will meet you and take your life. Do we understand my precious gift of life? The sinking feeling comes once more. Lost again. How can you stand it? Not reprimanded out in the cold. Put your faith in me. I don't understand. The Empire sinks while you're swimming. All alone, empty shades of green. I will hit you and take your life. Do we understand my precious gift of life? Seth on the bass again, everybody! Woo! Understand my precious gift of life. The savior of our time. Will we ever find the precious gift of life? Oh baby, put your faith in me. I don't understand. The Empire sinks while you're swimming. All alone, empty shades of green. Across the I will reach you and galvanize. Do we understand my precious gift of life? Will you fight for us, the savior of our time? Will we ever find the precious gift of life? Looking forward to Volcano X again. Thank you, Cole, for Slowdragon, for having us. Enjoy your night. Thank you.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the interview portion of the Neckwrecker. We hope you enjoyed the first band, the First Gentleman. Now I am sat down with, what did we figure out it was? 60% of
60%.
Volcano X.
That's right.
How are you doing,
Three-thirds.
guys?
Three-fifths. Three-thirds. Three-fifths. Yeah.
I can do maths, good me.
So how are we doing, guys?
I'm good, thanks. How's yourself?
Tiny.
Fantastic, despite some technical difficulties. So, obviously, I'm familiar with you guys. I've worked with you a few times now. But for those who are watching who don't know the band, how about we go round and you each introduce yourself and say what part you play in the band?
Sure. So I am Norrie Davison, also known as Johnny Steele, and I'm lead vocals in Volcano X.
Mike Bell, I play guitar and do some backing vocals in Volcano X. This is Theo, who's decided to join us. Where are you? There he is.
Go on, everybody loves among you. Hey.
There we go, mascot. I'm Jason Patterson. I play guitar and do backing vocals in Volcano X.
Excellent, guys. Thank you very much. After things opened up after lockdown, you came in fairly hard. You came out on what was the first show, first metal show back in Scotland, distance and all as it was. But then, other than the Metal to the Masses shows, you've been quite quiet on the live front, have you not?
Yeah, fairly quiet. I would say, compared to other people who are more regular, but we've done a few shows. We played the first one in church. We also played a gig that was in May. We played one later in the summer with another one with Catalysis and somebody else. And yeah, we've done the Metal to the Masses stuff with you this year. That's about it this year. You're right. We've got Neckwrecker coming up with you, and then another gig with Solar Suns back in Dundee.
Yeah, so you're keeping it quite tight on the live front at the moment. So how about the experience of these live shows that you have done, but specifically that first one back in? Was that weird playing to everybody sitting down?
It was odd. It was definitely odd. This thing struck me about the first gig back was like you could only really see the couple of tables directly in front of the stage. But there was 80 odd people in the hall, all like sat up in the balcony and like in shadows in the corners and stuff like that. So you'd finish the song and it'd be like the kind of 8 people sat in front of you, kind of looking moderately enjoying themselves kind of thing. You're like, oh, this is going down like a lead balloon. And all of a sudden people start cheering. You're like, hang on, where is everybody? It sounds like
we were piping in the
huge
applause.
group of people, but I can only see 20 people.
Yeah. Yeah,
exactly. Yeah, it was canned laughter. It was like canned laughter. You finished the song. You're like, why do I hear so much applause? There's only 10 people, but there wasn't. It was 80, and it was a very strange live experience to not have like a visible crowd or not an immediately visible crowd.
So fast. Yeah. Oh no, on you go. Continue.
All right. No, yeah, I was just going to say it was a strange experience, especially for someone like ourselves or the metal genre, where you play such hard, fast and heavy music, to not have an audience in front of you moving around for them to be seated. It's very strange because you give as much as they give, sort of out in the audience. You move around and you're giving it your all for such like extreme levels of music. And yeah, to see them sitting down and not being able to get up and dance around and react, it was very weird, but it was very reassuring to hear everybody applauding and enjoying it once you'd finished the song. I got to say as well, because it had been such a gap for the first time in years, I got really nervous playing that show. Nervous in a way I haven't. It's like it was my first show again. Like it was, I don't know, in my early 20s in one of my older bands, playing your first sort of show. Because like, you get hyped up before shows. But I was anxious and nervous in a weird way. But yeah, it's nice to get that one under the belt and away again. Get away again. Yeah.
I kind of had the opposite. Like, I felt really comfortable once I was on the stage. It was everything running up to that was really uncomfortable to me. Like,
Right.
say, the kind of the quasi social distancing, kind of like say, there's rules here, but yeah, not everybody was totally in compliance with them, and there was definitely some little shortcuts taken here and there where you're like, well, hang on, we can do this, but we can't do that.
They've always been like that.
Yeah, there was a big kind of, I don't know, a kind of anxiousness, like just being in the venue before everything kicked off, because I was very much like, right, mask on, keep your distance, kind of following the rules, and then the second they were like, jump on stage, like, right, now we're home.
That's true.
This is
You're
fine.
right. Yeah. There was definitely an added level of stress.
Yeah.
And Drew from Catalysis that was organising it did a fantastic job. But yeah,
Oh,
he
yeah.
was stressing his head off getting it done. But we was glad once it was done because yeah, there was a few extra levels of pressure that went with all those rules around it actually.
So, just to throw this in a totally different direction, how would you, the three of you that are here, how would you express the sort of the ethos then of Volcano X? What makes Volcano X? How do you arrive at the sound that you've got there?
All right, why don't we all have a go at this? Mike, you can start if you like, and we'll all go around and say what we think. What makes Volcano X Volcano X?
It started off as a kind of attempt to sort of forge together a bit of thrash and a bit of kind of cheesy power metal, and I like to think we've kind of expanded a little bit since then, but trying to write some heavy, catchy riffs, but also with plenty of hooks and sing-along moments and big sort of grandiose choruses has kind of been pretty much the bulk of the sort of songwriting direction, I think.
JP, what do you think?
Yeah, I mean, it is kind of interesting when you break it down. It is a slightly different approach to a lot of kind of modern metal, if you will. It's not overtly challenging, kind of orally kind of thing. You don't come out and be like, well, it's too heavy for me or anything like that. It is, if you break it right down, it's a lot more similar to like a pop song kind of thing. There's a lot of melody in there. There's a lot of kind of hooks and kind of catchiness kind of thing going on, but they've just got big ass guitars in behind it and just like blast beats for the banner kind of thing. But I mean, you look at the kind of song construction, and it is a very melodic writing process. And I mean, definitely back when the band started, back in the Eruption, I came in a little bit later. It was very definitely kind of like power metal with a bit of thrash kind of thing. And then since me coming on board, when we had Danny in the band and stuff like that, the influences has come from like elsewhere. So we've got things coming through from more kind of like modern rock and metal, some heavier influences. I would say maybe some kind of slightly classical influences and kind of different textures and stuff that have come in over time. But I think the root is still very based in melody. I think it's one of the things that we've kind of got that a lot of other bands, I don't want to say don't have, but perhaps forego in favour of Te Brutals, shall we say. Whereas we're just like, no, we'll do the heavy bits when we want to, but let's stay melodic.
The down tuning, like we keep it tasteful.
Yeah, exactly.
Down a half step. And
yeah, we have gone down a
gratuitous,
half step
like,
since we started going. We've gone down a half step, but small.
Yeah,
measures.
that's live, so it suits my
subtlety.
vocals better. So it suits my range better going down half step from E to E flat, as it were. For me as the vocalist, what makes the band what it is? Well, I'd say the idea that was pitched to me by Mike and one of the original guitarists, Paul, was to start basing stuff around Judas Priest, Iron Maiden, and a couple of other influences like In Flames, from what I remember, and a few other things. And I didn't listen to that sort of genre before I came in, but what it's allowed me to do quite happily is combine all the influences and the projects that I've been in before. Because to me, being in this power heavy metal band, I get to do straightforward singing, I get to do rough singing, I get to throw in little bits of deep, like death metal, black metal vocals, just 5-10% here or there, because I've done that, you know, with melodic death metal bands. And then I also get to hit all the high notes as well, because it's like you have a range within heavy metal as a singer or as a frontman to kind of do the standard, but also be a bit extravagant and weird if you want. And you can go to these ranges, and it's grandiose, it's showmanship, but it's also standard and expected at the same time. And I like it because I can just jump around between each of the styles of singing, and get to do everything. Whereas with other bands that I've been, it's like sing like this or like this or like this, and now I just get to go do everything in the range, which is, I love it. It suits me.
So guys, we have time for one more quick one, looking at the clock here. I believe you've been working on some new music, is that correct?
Yes, we have, yes.
Correct indeed.
Correct indeed, sir.
And that's all we get to know.
What would you like? What would you like to know?
Yes. Should we be expecting a new recording anytime soon?
Hope so.
Yeah, I would hope so.
I am in conversation with trying to get into some studio space at the moment. We've not got anything solid planned as such, but we've got a couple of songs which are, well, one of them is definitely just, it's done, it's ready to go, and the other one is not far off at all. So we're hoping to kind of get into the studio at some point, and just do a quick 2 tracks. And I think we've not fully ironed out the details of how we're going to go forward, but it's potentially the way we're going to go is to start kind of doing just little bits at a time, essentially, rather than looking for full album releases. I mean, it might well be that we do essentially a couple of singles throughout the course of the year, and then come the end of the year we go, well, here's all of them plus a few extras, kind of thing, just to kind of change it up a wee bit, because music gets consumed differently these days. Like, people don't tend to listen to entire albums front to back. People have like that song that they like that week by that band, and then the next week it's a different band, different song, whatever. Whereas people don't tend to have the time to sit down for the best part of an hour of the time and just listen to a metal record. And it helps with kind of staying relevant and stuff. But certainly the songs we've got at the moment ready to go, we're probably looking to go in and record those 2 fairly soon.
Yeah,
like I say,
so.
no details yet, but
well,
we'll get it sorted.
We should hopefully at least be playing one of them at the gig.
Excellent.
Blood, Guts and Gore.
That's what I like to hear. Are we ready to do that?
Yeah, we've been practicing a lot, so yeah. We are committed to it. We are going to go for it.
So yeah, there's a wee teaser of the new song that we're going to be playing at the gig up on our Facebook page at the moment. There is a little live snippet from the practice room. So if you want to sink your teeth into that and get a wee taster of what's coming, then that's the place to go. It's a heavy number.
Yeah, called Blood.
I'll give you that much.
Yeah. Yeah, there's also a little sample of it on a post we put on Facebook as well.
There's a sample of the other one as well, actually.
Head up to the what? Which one?
The other one.
Oh, you mean the Power of Metal? Yeah, I was.
Yeah. I wasn't going to say the name, but okay, fair enough.
I was on about that. There's a sample of the recorded demo that we've got of Blood, Guts and Gore as well, attached to the. I made a video, put it to the poster for the gig, and posted it on our Facebook page as well. You get like a 15-second teaser of it on there as well.
So there you go.
Yeah.
That's among the heaviest ones we've done so far.
I would say, yeah.
A couple. That and Mastermind, probably.
I think that and Mastermind are in the same kind of ballpark, I'd say. It is that kind of groovy, just Brutals. for lack of a better word.
Most importantly, though, is it an anthem?
No, but
It
the other
will
one
be.
is.
Everyone will be chatting along. God, that's a go. Well, no, yeah, that's true. Yeah,
Who
the
does
other
it-
one we've written. Go on.
The second one is definitely an anthem.
Yeah, we wanted to remember how I talked with you a while ago about wanting to be known for more than just being that band that plays This Is Heavy Metal. So it's trying to like move on and write like another anthem that people could gravitate towards. And this
Try to
one's
one
called
up
The
it.
Power of Metal.
Excellent.
So yeah.
Accidentally, we've ended up writing the epitome of our kind of cheesy, catchy style.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
like our heaviest kind of song to date, or well, first or second heaviest.
Yeah.
I'd say it's pretty heavy. That
Get the full range of
That-
Volcano X from these two new ones.
middle
That's true.
section with pretty much polar opposites. It is polar opposites. One of them's super, super catchy, upbeat, jaunty, and the other one is crushing skulls.
That timing in the middle section of Blood, Guts and Gore, I'm glad I'm not playing an instrument along with you. I'm glad I just got to do the vocals.
It's a tongue twister. It's a tongue twister for sure.
I have trouble getting the timing coming back in after the midsection of Truth with Gam.
Well,
I was like, don't look at him. Just don't look directly at him. Just feel it. Listen to it.
will that make
Don't look into the sun.
Yeah.
will that make Neckwrecker then the debut for this potential stumbling block?
It certainly will. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
We
Well,
shall. We've got it planned.
No,
in
we've
the
got
set,
it. We've got it well practiced. We're good at it.
Good.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
look forward to
Yeah.
seeing you nailing it with style then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Style and aplomb.
Yeah.
I was going to say aplomb and then I decided to go for style instead.
Yeah.
Felt it.
Anyway, it has been fantastic talking to you guys. Technical issues aside, let's get on with the show. Hello, how are we doing? Let's have you down the front if you are at the back. Or outside. One more time. Can you give it up? For I will take you hunting. And the first gentleman. Just going to take a second here to remind you that we have a wee competition. Go back there where you could win a pair of tickets to Hordes X. All you have to do is put your name down on that sheet and we'll be announcing the winner right at the end. Also, we are taking donations. In my flashy green bucket is actually flashing so you can't miss it. Or through the QR code which you see on the screens if you're watching at home or if you see them around the pub. Now, here we come to our last act of the evening. They have stepped up a little bit. They're going to be playing an extra extended set. It's now time to throw the horns, bang your head, and wreck your necks for Volcano X!
races to the sun to chase up all his dreams, yeah. And all the light it does not blind him, it glistens and it flares up. Oh, and the challenge him is to be alive. Oh, feel the veins are pulsing and you are inside. Oh, and live your dream, yes I am alive. Oh, and the blood is pumping and I am inside. Rapture! And as he bathes now in its glory, the wisdom it flows through him. Yes, his true knowledge is power, that the sun assures him. Oh, and to challenge him is to be alive. Oh, feel the veins are pulsing and you are inside. Oh, and to live your dream, yes, I am alive. Oh, and the blood is pumping and I am inside. Rapturous! 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 Under the light, the mind conjures an image, bearing all its glory in sight of the finish. All the hopes and dreams of a man and a nation. The crowd roars and it screams with pure adulation. Let me see those horns in the air! some nice, man! This next song is called Violence Through Digital Frames! Someone is shot, someone is murdered, no time to recover or care for another. Always more terror, always more bombs, always more death. The age of spat! Of distorting mirrors wake ink snakes, the venom mates and the fire consumed you hate. Dictate, impulse rages, the blood drains from you. Save, I'm too late. Medicate, white medicine numbs you. Let's talk about being everything that's mad. Let's talk about being everything that's mad. Where is this love? No! Where is this pain? Pain! Violence is spreading through digital frame. Safe, behave as you try to constrain and contain all around you. Sight, ignite. The sleep is engaged by the hands for addiction. Fast, persist. Blood on your hands and the war drum pounding. Safe, I'm too late. Medicate, white medicine numbs you. Let's talk about being everything that's mad. Let's talk about being everything that's mad. Where is this love? Where is this pain? Violence is spreading through digital brain.
Oh yes, disengage. This is how we behave, and we're losing. Like your neck. Shoot.
Let's see your path. Violence is spreading through digital frames. Share, like, repeat, don't forget to fucking tweet. Hey, share, like, repeat, don't forget to fucking tweet. Hey, share, like, repeat, don't forget to fucking tweet. Hey, share, like, repeat. Tweet. Cheers, Perth. How's everyone doing?
it's hot up here. So Perth, once again we are Volcano X and we play heavy fucking metal. And tonight we're going to play a lot of songs for you.
Some of which we
you may
didn't
have
play
heard.
on playing.
Some you may have heard before, and some you may not. So on that note, who's ready to hear a new song? Brand new! Nobody else has heard this live before. Nobody. Are you ready for a live song? Yeah. Well, here we go then. I want to see all those horns in the air, because this one is called The Power of Metal!
Rising horizons, battle is forging tonight. Thunder is blazing, Satan we're breaking, pentagram burns it ignites. He's shredding the sixth string, caressing the soul. Metal, the power of metal. And with this blood we control. Loud is the rumble, kick drums that double. Lucifer hands me your soul. Oh, he's shredding the sixth string, caressing the soul. Metal, the power of metal. Metal. Make some noise, man! Cheers, thanks very much.
Until this morning, that was not in the set.
It was not in the set, no. Tell them about it, JP.
It's brand spanking new. We weren't intending on playing in this song. We didn't think it was ready, but I think it was all right. I think it was all right. Hey, whoa! Listen, I've got to talk about this a wee second. This is a new one for me. This is a brand spanking new one for me. Kind of novel. What the feck is going on with this mic stand? There we go. We got it. I think.
Okay, Perth, are we ready for some more? Yeah! Okay. This next song is called Of This Earth! Let me see you bang your head, Perth! Oh!
roots running deep in the dirt. Strong and tall, we stand unrivaled. Heads held high, reach towards the sky. Futures unwritten, people stage your claim. History now remembers your name. Roots they run deep, on this earth we can stand tall. We run, breaking them down. Knowledge, driving momentum. Slain, who are demons of man. Lay, roots running deep in the dirt. Strong and tall, we stand unrivaled. Heads held high, reach towards the sky. Futures unwritten, people stake your claim. History now remembers your name. Roots they run deep, on this earth we can stand tall. Let's hear you, Pat! Strong and tall, we stand unrivaled. Heads held high, reach towards the sky. Futures unwritten, people stake your claim. History now remembers your name. Roots they run deep, on this earth we can stand tall. Make some noise, man! Keep that going. Cheers. Cheers. Thank you. We're just sorting some cymbals out. Yeah, just the cymbals. He's sorting out cymbal stand. So, while I was fixing some technical difficulties, I'll go on with the story I was about to say before I was cut off there. Shots fired, I know. Shots fired, I know. This is the first time I've ever had a double-sided set list. I have to pick this up and turn it over halfway through the gig to remember what's on next.
Right, we're ready for some more. Okay.
It's a newbie, okay?
Welcome to the sacrifice! I am a cannibalistic witch, told of an ancient scroll. My fangs are sharp, eyes are red, I will devour your soul.
Black magic and witchcraft envelop the night. Your mind is broken, the whip is cracked. To the devil's delight. A ritual deal is done.
Your soul is mine!
You will die, so I live on. My vessel
Frankenstein!
Adrenaline, the chase is on. I will hunt you down. Sink my teeth in, rip you apart. In your blood you will drown. Rising up from the depths of hell, the burning pentagram. He's come to seal the deal himself by the devil's hand. First incision, I taste blood.
Your soul is mine!
You will die, so I live on.
My vessel Frankenstein!
And with this blood, your very essence has decayed. And what you should know is that your soul no longer belongs to you. I've swallowed your soul. Your soul is mine. Your soul is mine. I swallowed your soul! I swallowed your soul! I swallowed your soul!
Gav! Give us 4!
Oh, 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 oh!
Make some noise, Perth!
Wow, it's hot up here. Wow. At this point of the gig, I would like to say thank you to Paul and Slowdragon Music for putting us on. Let's have a round of applause for Slowdragon Music and Paul! Come on, you can do better than that. Let's make some noise! And let's hear it for everybody that is helping run this event tonight, from the bar staff to anybody manning the door to the sound guy. Make some noise! Okay, Perth, I've got a question for you. Are you dead behind the eyes? Let's hear you! Hey, 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 hey! The first I knew about it, we were done. No conversation, and you're on the run, and I'm left with this broken heart. Wedding dress entailed no regrets. Thoughts of suicide at sunset, goodbye. Fuck you, my sweetheart. You're just a coward and it isn't hard to be honest with the ones you love, and you don't deserve to have me. I used to love you, now I'm full of hate. Ask me what views, cause I'm full of rage in your void. You're dead behind the eyes. You'll go again. Here we go. Hey, 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 hey. A flat, a mortgage, and a wedding plan. Went supernova with a wedding band, and then, yes, then you cut yourself. It's how you choose to express yourself. There's nothing wrong with your mental health, I chose you, but I lost my best friend. Please don't get me wrong, I'm not. If something's wrong, I'll never let it take. I'd ask for some help and love of you. You're just a coward and it isn't hard to be honest with the ones you love, and you don't deserve to have me. I used to love you, now I'm full of hate. Ask me your views, cause I'm full of rage in your void. You're dead behind the eyes.
I dare you to choose these feelings and express the love, the hate. I dare you to choose these feelings and express the love, the hate.
You're just a coward and it isn't hard to be honest with the ones you love, and you don't deserve to have me. I used to love you, now I'm full of hate. Ask me your views, cause I'm full of rage in your void. You're dead behind the eyes. You're just a coward and it isn't hard to be honest with the ones you love, and you don't deserve to have me. I used to love you, now I'm full of hate. Ask me your views, cause I'm full of rage in your void. You're dead behind the eye. Let's see you, Path! Have you ever been so hot that you go to swallow?
Just stop it. Have you ever been so hot?
There's not enough saliva going down your throat. It's fucking dry as sandpaper. Oh, it is when you're trying to sing. Trust me, fucking hell. Right. Who's ready for a story of kings dragons and axes called Give 'em the Axe!
Ew!
And as he rode upon his steed with his mighty battle axe, they were fearless warriors, their war cry was unsuck. Bloodshed by moonlight in the rivers running red. Swift cuts, the blade went through, and then off came his head. No man lives or alive, no one. No man lives or alive, no one. Still made him king, the axe made him gold. The brother man was his son. Ruling the land is almighty God, but who would watch over them? Retribution, it was swift, and they stormed right through the gates. And as the king begged for mercy, that seemed to be his fate. Bloodshed by moonlight, with the peasants have his head. Not a chance as from his cloak he pulled his blade of death. No man lives or alive, no one. No man lives or alive, no one. Still made him king, the axe made him gold. The blood of man was his son. Ruling the land, his almighty heart, but who would watch over him?
Axe, 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 to the 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 axe. Give up the axe, give up the axe, give up the axe. Dear Chaos for you.
Death comes for you. Death comes for you. Death comes for you. Death. As he sat upon his throne, the king he had it all. But whence the dragon came, this was his cut and call. Bloodshed by moonlight, in the flames they burn his flesh. His bones were charcoal, the king was laid to rest. No king lives or alive, no one. No king lives or alive, no one. Still made him king, the axe made him gold. The blood of man was his son. Ruling the This next song is called Truth is a Convincing Lie.
Gravity held us down with its suffocating sky, and a crack begins to appear in the light. They are strong against the weak, and are weak against the strong. Their perfume smells like rotting sweet corruption.
Truth is a convincing lie.
Beloved connection, they aren't real. They can't be quantified. Systematically dissected and removed from your mind. Beloved connection, they are real. They can't be quantified. Systematically dissected and removed from your mind. It's so perpetual. It's the marching we are fed. It's the bleak mechanical stench of death. Inside of every man, struggle goes unseen. Wealth contains the seeds of its construction.
Truth is a convincing lie.
The love and connection, they aren't real. They can't be quantified. Systematically dissected and removed from your mind. The love and connection, they aren't real. They can't be quantified. Systematically dissected and removed from your mind.
Is a convincing lie. Yo.
Beloved connection, they aren't real. They can't be quantified. Systematically dissected and removed from your mind. Beloved connection, they aren't real. They can't be quantified. Systematically dissected and removed from your mind.
Let's see you, Path! Okay. At this point of the gig, I'd like to hear some noise for the other bands that have been playing. Let's hear it for the First Gentleman! And I will hunt with you!
I will take you hunting.
Sorry, I will take you hunting. I knew I was going to fuck that up, sorry.
It's
Sorry,
hot
lads.
up here, okay? Delirium is second.
Sorry. Delirium, man. I have everything written down here. I've got like a fucking teleprompter and shit. I wouldn't survive without it.
You take lessons
Right.
from Vince Neil.
Yeah, I laid in mine. Right, it's yeah, it's time for another new song. This one is called Blood, Guts, and Gore. Fight for your freedom tonight. Bloodlust and murder collide. Power lies in Miro's hands. Thumbs up, face down in the sand. Oh, 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 oh.
Zayo! Laser focus! Swinging maxis on the verge of sudden death! Zayo! Laser focus! Swinging swords, timing's up for one!
Oh, fight for your life! Now and inside! Pleasing the crowd, hearing the roar! Thunder fly, fall to the floor! Baying for blood, flesh in his torn! Screaming for more! Blood, guts, and gore! Power is sculpted to last. One must have chaos with us. Oh, 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 oh.
Zayo! Laser focus! Swinging maxis on the verge of sudden death! Zayo! Laser focus! Swinging swords, timing's up for one!
A fight for your life. Now and inside. Pleasing the crowd, hearing the roar. Thunder fly, fall to the floor. Baying for blood, flesh in his torn. Screaming for more. Blood, guts, and gore.
Blood, guts, yaga!
Fight for your life. Now and inside. Pleasing the crowd, hearing the roar. Thunder fly, fall to the floor. Baying for blood, flesh in his torn. Screaming for more. Blood, guts, and gore. Let's hear you, Path! Let's take this journey into outer space as we go
Super Nova! Just on your hand on my thighs. My heart's still beating fast. As you look in my eyes. When I break across me. Baby, we are in love. You take me to the edge now. And our love is like a cosmic dust. But away. He'll spill the stars. Your body and you kiss. Not in this moment in time, wow. My soul is being blessed. The galaxy is expanding. The seed's about to be sown. But my heart is inside you. We're about to explode. But away, he'll spill the stars. At the pull of gravity, 1,000 suns will burn for you and me. Once again at this point, I'd like to say thanks for everybody for coming along and supporting Neckwrecker. Let's hear it for yourselves. Come on, thank you for coming along. Okay, this is our last song, and I want to see all your horns in the air. Everybody, horns in the air, because this song is called This is heavy metal! Feeling the metal deep down in the soul, spreading the axe like a king. Set me on fire and bring me to life, and my face is melting. The thundering bass lines and punching kick drums, shaking you down in your core. Glorious mantle tearing through your ears, a growing desire evermore. Once, twice, three times your mind. Stars, moon, the planets align. For this is heavy metal. You are heavy metal. Down in the pit, you're exposing your soul, throwing the horns up to the king. The fire is roaring, the flame of all life, and your mind's injecting. A prophetic lyrics exploding inside, and taking command projecting. The full moon is rising, the sky is blood red, Satan's armies marching. Once, twice, three times your mind. Stars, moons, the planets align. For this is heavy metal. You are heavy metal. on guitar, JP on guitar, Roby on the bass, Gav on the drums, and I am Johnny fucking Steele!
I'm gonna open this up to the head honcho here. Are we actually allowed? Are we? What are we gonna do? Do you want just to?
Right, breaking the law to end on.
I'm going to turn everything off as well.
I do know the name of this band.
Right, give it a second, because this thing needs to start up, because I turned it off.
Right, Perth. Encore as we break the law. There I was completely wasting, out of work and down. All inside is so frustrating as I drift from town to town. Feel as though nobody cares if I live or die. So I might as well begin to put some action in my life. Breaking the law, 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 breaking the law. So much for the golden future, I can't even start. I've had every promise broken, there's anger in my heart. You don't know what it's like, you don't have a clue. If you did, you'd find yourselves doing the same thing too. Breaking the law, 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 breaking the law.
much. That was fucking awesome.
Whoa, let's hear it one more time for I Will Take You Hunting, the first gentleman at Volcano X. Before we cut out, I'd just like to say we have a winner for our horse ticket competition. That is Mr. Paul Watt is here. Oh, there's jealousy in the room tonight. Well done, sir. Your name will be down on the guest list for Hordes X this year, September 24th, the Beat Generator Dundee. We will be back 19th of August with a fully heavy set for you. That one's going to be brutal. Good night.